Yes, your name should go on there, please. Okay. Well, guys, take a few minutes and answer what you see on there. It is talking to you about the pictures that are on the board, okay? And there's one piece that's missing on the board here. Yeah.
Which one is it? How do you know it's cheese? Because there's no
There's
cheese.
a piece of cheese. Let's take that piece of cheese real quick. You guys like cheese?
Yes.
No.
No?
You're the cheese thing.
Some people are cheese fans, some people are not. You know, what are you going to do about it? But here you go.
Oh my god, you scared me.
Is my iPad down there?
Where?
I don't know, is it that way?
No, I don't see it.
I thought you had.
I don't see it, Miss Karen.
Seriously? It's not anywhere in that corner, right? Is it under the graph paper?
No, it's not.
I don't see her, she's not in this room.
Yeah,
She's not in
it
here.
might be lost. Yeah. Anyways, so, well, I'm here to teach you guys, so.
Is the camera still going?
Yeah, the camera's still going.
Where is it? I'm gonna stay with the book.
It's not even pointed at you, so.
It's not?
No.
We're gonna be
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Where's the blue toy?
Right
Well,
over
go ahead, take a moment. Go
Is
ahead.
that the blue toy? The triangle.
Yeah, that is the blue toy. You've got a juice box, you've got a blue toy, you've got a bowling ball. You know what that thing right there is?
Sphere. What's up there?
It's a coffee filter.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is?
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
is true.
Come on. I'm true? Yeah. I'm right.
Where?
Hey, can we move on?
Which coffee?
No.
That cone right there?
That right there is a coffee filter.
Oh.
It looks weird.
It looks weird. Yeah. Agreed.
Would the blue toy be that?
Triangle. The triangle.
That is the blue toy,
Yeah.
and that's the bowling ball.
Should I do the next part?
Yes, please. Continue, and just do it really quickly because we want to move on to today's activity. Today's activity is like a hands-on activity. What's wrong?
Oh, I'm looking in the classroom. Because we're number 2.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, like look the classroom.
That's a good question. What does it look like?
None of them.
Well, when it says most closely resemble, the word resemble means if you could choose one of them, which one would you choose, right? I know that it doesn't look exactly like one of them,
To me, it looks
right?
like it's not
You're
like
done?
this.
Wonderful. Actually, guys, we're just going to go over it together, okay? It's not like a quiz or anything. So, hey, let's take a moment and go over it. You can put that down. It's not going to, I can assure you that, okay? The juice box in the shape is a shape of a what? A rectangular prism. Number 1 is rectangular prism. Number 2, sorry, letter B. The blue toy in the shape is the shape of a what?
Pyramid.
A pyramid. Very good. So letter B is pyramid. Letter C, the bowling ball is in the shape of a
Sphere.
sphere. Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we
The
change
coffee
Flip
filter.
that around.
Yeah, that's fine. I just want you guys to learn. Okay. Yeah, it's okay if you change it. The coffee filter is in the shape of a
Cone.
The soda can is in the shape of a.
Cylinder.
Excellent job. And the piece of cheese is actually in the shape of
Triangular
a.
prism.
That's a tough one. Yeah, triangular prism. Because we actually have 2 prisms on the board. We have a what type of prism was that?
Rectangular.
And this one is a.
Triangular.
Right, there you go. Good job. Well, what shape from all these shapes? Which one would you say that this classroom resembles most?
Prism.
Okay, good. Just raise your hand next time. But it's a prism. Okay, letter B would be a prism. All right, guys. Find the area of the rectangle. What is it? Yes, Ginny.
15 centimeters square.
Ooh, not 15. Yes.
50 centimeters square.
50 centimeters squared. What are we supposed to do with them, guys? Multiply them. You multiply them, okay? And yes, sir. Oh, find the area of the triangle. Sure thing. Why not?
It's 25 centimeters squared.
25 centimeters squared. Why is it not 50 centimeters squared? Yes.
Because you either divide a half with 10 or 5. I divided it with 10 and then you do 5 times 5.
Oh, that's an interesting way of doing it. What's another way to do it? Yes, sir.
When you multiply 10 times 5, you get 50, divide that by 2, you
Yeah,
get
10 times 5 is 50, divide that by 2, you get 25. That's another way to do it. Your way is fine, and your way is fine. Good job. Okay, guys, today the lesson is on surface areas of prisms and pyramids. We were just with the other 6th grade class, and they didn't really get to pyramids. They were mostly on prisms the whole day, okay? So we're going to probably work on prisms more of today. So before we actually begin with the lesson itself, it took me some time to find these, but what's the similarity? Take a moment and look at all the pictures. What's the similarity in all 4 shapes here? Yes, you haven't spoken.
They're all 3D shapes. Like
Okay, good. They're all 3-dimensional shapes. Come on. Yes, Nine.
they all have the shape of a hexagon.
They all have the shape of a hexagon.
Don't know.
Ooh. Okay. Yes.
They all have prisms.
They are all prisms. Very good. These are all prisms. Okay? As a matter of fact, guys, a prism is like this room is a prism. Okay? It's basically the same thing that's going up, same walls that are going up, but on the top is a shape that's created. What's the shape that's created at this one right here? Just roughly, what does it look like? It looks like a what? So
Is someone here for you?
yeah, she's supposed to come upstairs. Yeah. What shape does it look like up there? Yeah.
Rectangle.
A rectangle. Okay? So this room, guys, is called a rectangular prism. Does that make sense to you?
Yep.
So that's it. That's what a prism is it's got the same thing on the bottom, it's got the same thing on the top, and it's this stuff that's connecting them. So for example, this piece of cheese right here, that's a prism. Why? Because there's a what on the top?
Triangle.
A triangle. What's on the bottom as well? But you don't see it. See, that's the problem. You don't see it, but that's a triangular prism. All right, let's try another one. What's that shape at the top of this high C box?
Rectangle.
Rectangle. What's at the bottom then?
Rectangle.
So it's a rectangular.
Prism.
You get what a prism is?
Yeah.
Well, here's one that has been around for ages. I'm surprised that not too many are looking at it going like, oh, I know what that is. This is called the, starts with a P.
Pentagonal prism. Oh, I thought it was...
Oh, it's called a pentagonal prism. But what's the name of the place called? Do you know where this place actually is?
Yeah.
Pentagon?
No, this is not in the UAE. This is not in the UAE.
Where?
Hi.
Hello,
How you doing?
I'm blessing you.
All right. We can get you over there if that's
That
all
will
right.
be fine.
Yeah. Well, guys, that's Miss Lucas that I told you about. Say hi to her.
Hi.
Anyways, back to this. What's the name of that building? Yes.
The Pentagon.
It's actually called the Pentagon. You guys called it a pentagonal prism, but in fact that is that's the Pentagon, okay? But what were we just talking about? The top of this shape is the shape of a, and the bottom of it is also the shape of a, so there you go, it's a pentagonal prism, okay? The bottom and the top are exactly the same. Yes, question?
Like, you know how it's cut in sections?
Yeah.
Like, is every section, do they do different
Yeah, they do
things?
different things. Maybe at the end of the class we'll come back to it and talk about what actually happens in the Pentagon, okay?
Okay.
But I just thought I'd put that in there for you guys. I found this picture. It's one of chocolate. Let's see. You know, we might have caught onto the pattern. 3 sides, 4 sides, 5 sides. How many sides is the top? There's 6 sides. Okay, there's 6 sides at the top. But because this is a prism, how many sides are at the bottom too?
6.
6. Does that make sense to you now? So now you know what a prism is. This room is a prism because the same thing is on the top and the same thing's on the bottom as well. Okay, guys. Today what we are really quickly going to do is just define a couple of things, okay? I know that Miss Karen spoke to you about a few of them. This is going to be up here, okay? This is going to be up here, so you don't necessarily have to copy it down just yet. This is from your workbook, right? It's from your workbook. Have you ever heard the word net? And if somebody can share with me what they think a net is. Not like a basketball net, kind of. Yes.
It's like a flat surface of a 3-dimensional shape.
It's a flat surface of a 3-dimensional shape. Ooh, that's a pretty good one. Can somebody like help her out a little bit more? Yes.
It's like the shape is laid out. It's in a 2D. Like it's laid out. The shape is laid out.
Bingo. All right. So a net is a pattern. Okay, it's basically a pattern which can be folded into and he hit it right on the dot, a three what? Dimensional, very nice. Dimensional shape. Brilliant job. I like it. All right, let's do one more, and then we're gonna actually get to holding some shapes and actually making some nets ourselves. Surface area. What is surface area? Surface area is. Yes, Jane.
Probably like the area of the net.
Wonderful. Surface area is the total area of the faces, or you know what, let's not call it faces, let's say the sides of a, how many dimensional? Three-dimensional, very nice. Three-dimensional
Not that shape.
shape. Excuse me? Sorry, I missed what you said.
You put 1
Oh, I'm a bad writer. Okay. All right, so those are two of the words that we're going to talk about a lot today. As a matter of fact, the first part of our activity, we're going to draw a net, okay? And then, because we have a net of a three-dimensional shape, we're going to also find its area. So in your little admit slips there, you guys found area. And so you're going to do that several times today. So I'm going to make sure that that works out for you. Well, let's get started. You have groups of two, and Miss Karen, I think, already chose the groups of two for you guys. So go ahead, get into your groups of two. You might need to turn your desk around a little bit. That's perfectly fine. Let's get you guys into the group so I can explain the directions to you about exactly what you should be doing. Can you clear your desk of anything else so that you have some good, like this, desk space so you can actually work? All right. You can write your name on both of them. Okay, just both of your names on both of the pieces of paper. Okay. Guys, write both of your names on both of the pieces of paper. I will be collecting them at the end of class. Yeah. Can you turn your desk around, please? That way you can actually work with it. Okay, here, let me help you. There you go. You're welcome.
Yes.
Okay. Have you guys written your names?
Yeah.
Both of your names on both pieces of paper? So you guys are going to be working in groups. And it's an extra, just put it on the side now. Okay. Now we just went over this little exercise. These shapes are called what? Yes, Jeannie. They call the rectangular prisms. Okay, we're getting somewhere. So these are rectangular prisms. What I'd like you to do is, let's make this a little messy. You need to take this rectangular prism and go ahead and take the top off of it. And hopefully some of the students in the other class are kind of struggling with this, but you need to kind of pull the net out. Okay, this is what we're going to call the net. Yes. All right, so here's what's going to happen. Everybody's got the net out? All right. So what you're going to do is open the net up like this. Okay, this is the pattern that we can fold back into the shape of a rectangular prism. Does that make sense? Okay. What you're going to do now is you're going to take it and place it on the piece of graph paper. Now what you want to do is make sure that you get the whole thing in there. Okay, so here, I'll demonstrate this for you. We did measure this already, and it does work. If you make the sides go like this, okay, it should fit just perfect for you. And you might need to move it up a little bit, but the whole thing should fit. Don't be anywhere in like a half box, okay, where you can't count exactly how many boxes it is. Okay, initially we were going to use rulers, but because of time, we're not going to use rulers. Instead, here's the units that we're going to use. Instead of calling it like 10 centimeters, right, you'll just call it 10 units. Okay, so here's what I'd like you guys to do. Go ahead, one of you is going to hold the shape, and the other person is going to trace over the shape. So you're basically going to go ahead and make a net, all right? Get started, please, and I'll come around and I'll help you.